Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Break 'em off some.
Broadcasting live. July. From the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. Deep within the mountain complex. Maybe somewhere on the missile prairies. Or maybe in the basement of the Pentagon. You don't know. Maybe Area 51 or the Alamo. What's up? I'm your host. Golf attire. Yeah. Somebody gave me this shirt from one of my travels. What I was doing. Hope you guys are doing okay. Contrary to popular belief, the rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Suckers. Golf attire. Yeah, well, I mean, come on, golf attire. As you can see, I'm in new environs. I have new studio locale, new studio locations, new studio design, redone a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Anyways, a little bit bigger, a little bit more echoey. So I'm gonna be working on my sound, but I figured I will just go ahead and just throw up the studio right quick. I was not going to broadcast until next week, but I figured, since I've been gone, I've been redesigning, moving stuff, and just I've been on several trips. It's been crazy. It's been nuts. How you guys doing? Real quick. So I get back from all my trips and stuff, and then once again, I hey, what's going on? Everyone's giving me some stuff and all that. And man, shit posting on the fucking Bird app is, of course, have I been sleeping golf bags, bro? You notice I'm a little bit more browner than normal. I mean, as my friends would say, that I'm rather light for a Latino. So I figured that I'd get some more. Yeah, exactly. So right quick, I just want to give a shout out to the 8th Psychological Operations Group and the 9th Psychological Operations Battalion and the Dickinson family. I know you guys were tracking a story way back in the day, and I'm not here to talk about the drama. I'm not here to talk about any of that shit. I'm here to talk about taking care of our Gold Star family members. And I was invited to be the guest with the family of the Dickinson family. Gloria Grace Dickinson, and kind of like brought me along to kind of like, hey, you're going to come for this rededication. It was the anniversary of my friend Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dixon. He was a KIA in Iraq, and there's a new dedicated mock-up training facility. There's also a rededication ceremony. Yada yada yada. Man, everyone, we have been posting. I mean, just posted a lot of stuff. I don't know if you guys saw the 8th PSYOP group video that we shared on the U.S. Army WTF Moments, and I look like George Hamilton with that tan. My tan's real, yo. I was at Fort Liberty getting all that sun, getting all that soul too. Loved it. Hanging out with family members, friends and family, reuniting with a lot of individuals too. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So we had those pics are gonna get posted right now, Pip. I'm gonna post them up. We had a rededication ceremony for the Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson Airborne Training Facility, also known as what we call the Dickinson Mock-Up. Well known throughout Fort Bragg. It was rebuilt, and so I was there for the rededication ceremony. And I was there with friends and fam. And again, hugs and tears all about, and it was definitely worth going out. I would just implore to the Army that I think you need to keep in contact with your Gold Star family members. If you have KIAs, or if you have individuals that were lost or wounded in action, or have died in the line of duty, I suggest you go through your roster, go through your roles, and find out who your KIAs are, who your Gold Star, and then once you find out who those Gold Star family members are, and stay in touch with them. talk to them. Hey, everything going okay? Everything going all right? Is everything we need to help you out? And I think that's what we're lacking. And I'm just not going after 9th PSYOP Battalion or 8th PSYOP Group because they've been pretty good. Again, there's been some communication hiccups with changes of leadership and all that. So I'm not being here to beat anybody up, but I'm just here to highlight one of those things that we needed to do, the right thing to do, I guess you would say, is to take care of the families, take care of the Gold Star family members. So with that, I arrived on Fort Liberty, and then was invited to a family event. Again, truly honored, and so I'm gonna might as well post the pic. I'll show you guys. And this is with the Dickinson family. That's Glory Grace, Mike. It's Mike's daughter and his brother. Some other family members that I met too as well. Individuals who have gone through that of events. Great friends, great meetup, and it was fun. It was, like I said, there was some reminiscing, there was a little bit of tears, a little bit of ice breaking right there. No pun intended. To get to know the family again and to kind of like, did I feel offended, man? I was kind of feeling like awkward. I was like, how do I, you know what I mean? But once we sat down and started talking, it was like like I said, it was like we do know each other for a while. That was that Saturday. And then Sunday I did there was a Glory Grace had hosted a large dinner with the command team of 9th PSYOP Battalion, or the leadership of 9th PSYOP Battalion and the 8th PSYOP Group. And it was just, ironically, this is so awesome. One of my former soldiers is now the group sergeant major for 8th PSYOP Group. So to me, that's like, I could not have been more proud to have seen, one of my little troopies. Well, she's not a little troopy, but I mean, just saying, they grow up so fast. You know what I mean? They grow up so fast. So I finally met up with Vicky Dickinson, Mama Dickinson. Got some hugs. Again, hugs and tears. Again, overwhelmed. Again, it was I was honored. Everybody knows how I like to talk and how animated I am. Believe it or not, I was quite speechless. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to talk. So. Memories, some tears, hugs, and I will never again. This I needed this. I think the family needed this as well to kind of reunite everybody. But the big reunification, I guess you'd say, the big reuniting event was the following day, which was the anniversary of Mike killed in Iraq, and the 8th PSYOP Group, 9th PSYOP Battalion leadership. Lieutenant Colonel Brett Butler and Command Sergeant Major BJ Murphy. Shout out, guys. Dude, really appreciate you guys, hosting and doing this. It was a ceremony, a rededication ceremony, and then there was going to be a memorial ruck afterwards. So I, the next morning, we all showed up, and as you can see, the turnout was pretty huge. I think this is like the first time I've ever seen both a 4th PSYOP Group. Oh, I forgot to tag him on the post. I'll tag him in a minute. 4th PSYOP Group and the 8th PSYOP Group all together. I mean, it was massive, a massive formation. It was awesome. And so the sequence of events was we were there for reveille. I didn't know what to do with my hands because what does a retiree do when you hear reveille or the horn go off? You're supposed to stand there anyways. But I'm kind of like, meh. But anyways. And then Lieutenant Colonel Brett Butler walked up and spoke, and talked about a little bit about Mike. Talked about this, and he and I spoke about how my relationship with Mike throughout his tour and all that. I could have joined him, but the docs were like saying, dude, we already cleared you for 1 5K, and we don't want you to die. So kind of like whatever. So I had to. I think Gigi Glory Grace was probably told the same thing, but she's like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna do this shit." So that's kudos. The plaque was revealed. Claps, tears. Great to see it elevated too, because the previous plaque was on the ground next to the where you exit out of the mock-up, and she led the way exactly that. I'm gonna post some pics of that. So everybody, of course, she spoke, Glory Grace, I am honored that you gave me a shout out, and I appreciate that. And I'm sure Command Sergeant Major Guinness was appreciative too of the shout out that she got. But yes, she did, Mike. She led the way. So she spoke to Mike's character, spoke to the finally this getting redone, and then they were off. They started rucking all the colors post, which I had to take a pic. These are all the colors that I think the first time I've ever seen, because PSYOP is a pretty deployable organization, usually assigned or attached, and conduct missions of unconventional warfare, special operations missions assigned to or attached to special operations task force. And so, hey, this was good stuff. So seeing all that was awesome. And then there she is. There everyone was leading the ruck. It was great coming in on the finish line. Again, feels to see everybody come together like that. I mean, it was a 5K ruck. I know PSYOPers, soft personnel, usually a 5K is like not really a big deal for ruck. That's usually like a PT event for some. So to me, I thought it was awesome to see everybody out there participating. Even the family was out there participating. So good stuff. Pretty long formation there. This was pretty cool. And then ran into a previous guest. If you guys remember Pat Smith, he was a guest on our show that talked about Task Force Dagger doing the dives looking for missing and unaccounted for remains of soldiers from World War II. So he came out and gave a shout out to me. We big hugs, all that. And then let me just show you the rededication, what it looks like. So that's what it looks like now. That's the new mock-up plaque that you see, and it says dedicated to memory of Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson II, April 1980 to 17 July 2006, died from wounds sustained during combat operations in Armani, Iraq, awarded the Bronze Star and Purple Heart for gallantry. Also posthumous award was also the combat action badge and all that. So that was it. That was the thing. And then afterwards, they went to USASOC Memorial to get a tour by the command team of the new USASOC Memorial digital wall, which if you've not seen it there at the HQ at the McClure building, then you're missing out. So with that immediately after that, they had lunch. We all sat around and shot the breeze. Showed them they were showing some pictures in the hallway. Showed the Hall of Heroes, which had plaques of several PSYOP soldiers, PSYOP fallen. Again, I could they did 9th Battalion did such a good job, and I'm just just not tooting the horn because I was part of 9th Battalion, but they really did do a great job in hosting the family. And then one of the bros gave me a bottle of Mike's favorite drink, Jack Daniels, and gave me a Yeti mug, a 9th Battalion one, and then he gave me the golf shirt. And I said, hey man, I appreciate that. And I gave his brother the Yeti mug, and then we all had lunch, and then we went to go visit Mike graveside. And again, pretty powerful moment with the family. Again, truly honored to have been with them, and so glad that we finally have some closure on this. And again, I'm not here to throw drama at any of the commands on all this. Just the fact that we were there to celebrate Mike's life and his friends and his family, and the resilience that Gold Star family members, moms, spouses, daughters, brothers, they all, again, this got me to think when I was flying home. We need to do better when it comes to Gold Star family members. We need to do better when it comes to them being notified of memorial events. And I implore you units out there that have had KIAs or individuals that are, it doesn't matter how old, it doesn't matter what conflict. The fact that you acknowledge that goes a long way with the family, and it'll go a long way with the any of the children of the fallen, because they're going to remember what you did to commemorate their fallen father, mother, sister, brother, uncle. And again, I am deeply humbled, and I don't know what to say. It was kind of like I felt kind of speechless. I mean, just something like that, and then We're getting close. Believe it or not, we're getting close on the 20-year anniversary too. So it's like, fuck. It doesn't see. It still seems like it happened. It just seems like it was still so soon. So I think, and that's a good point, Mike. I was just about ready to say, Gold Star family events, ranges, family function balls, training events, jumps. Invite them out to jumps. Invite them out. I'm specifically talking about the crew there, but to unit training events, they could go out there and see how tanks fire or artillery's work, or whatever, to kind of see to kind of keep them connected, because they're once at that point they're family forever. And so a change of command, a ball, shit. I mean the possibilities are endless where you can invite a family out to visit. So shout out to 8th PSYOP group. Shout out to 9th PSYOP Battalion for hosting that event. And again, this was awesome. Shout out to the command team as well of both organizations. And it was great catching up with seeing a bunch of friends that I was in with and seeing a bunch of soldiers coming out. Matter of fact, I also passed out some WTF moments and WTF Nation Radio slaps. That's what the kids call stickers. Gave them some slaps, so that way if you see anything around your unit area that's got the emblem, our glorious WTF moments emblem that you see right here in the corner, then yeah, it's just, I love it. It's just love it. Nope, it's not. It's natural lighting. It's not a light. Somebody just asked me what light do I use for my lighting, and I said it's natural light. So that right there made me feel good. It just sense of purpose. You want to slap? What kind of slap are we talking about, Heath? Because I know you're kind of that way. Coins. Yes, I did get a coin. I did get a coin from my. I just got a coin. Yeah, I got a coin from one of my former soldiers. So that's awesome. Matter of fact, let me see if I can look for it too. Let me find the coin that one of my troopers. You're not picky? Okay. All right. let me look here and let me find the coin that one of my former NCOs, who's now the CSM, of 8th PSYOP group. There's not too many women that are out there that are in charge of special operations groups. She's one of them. She should be the fucking Sergeant Major of the Army, but that's just me. I'm biased a little bit when it comes to that. Let me see. Let me show you the pic. So again, this was awesome. What about the gray beret? Oh yeah, the gray beret made an appearance. As a matter of fact, let me post that up. Let me post up the gray beret. There you go. The gray beret made its appearance. Unofficial. Again, my bro Pat Smith. I'm not saying we're out there to cause trouble, but it was great to see that out in the wild. So let me see what the other one was. Where's the other picture at? There we go. And let me look at, where is it at? Hey, I got some stuff on my DMs about some. Oh, you were in G Camp Shelby? Okay, hang on. So anyways, this is something that I posted up on my social media accounts, a couple of social media accounts. If someone asks me to give them a slap, they will be disappointed with the red cheek. Pat was part of the team. Exactly. Pat was part of the team to design the crest. There was a competition. I remember being out there. One of my soldiers, when I was first sergeant of Echo 9th PSYOP Battalion, we were in part of the big campaign. 9th PSYOP Battalion, I'll say that. It was my kids that we were kicking around ideas and slogans for the logo, for the crest. Decisive influence, that's what we came up with. Whoop, whoop. Again, whoop, 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 because the kids were the ones that were talking, and we were whiteboarding all the stuff. At any rate, here's the coin that one of my former NCOs gave me, which I will cherish this, because it's not uncommon to get a coin from a CSM, but it is uncommon for that CSM to have been one of your former NCOs when you were her first sergeant. And now, look at that, man. Look at that. Now she's a damn Group Sergeant Major. That's what I'm talking about. So again, My heart is filled. It was great to hang out with family. We're still all the family members like that. If you can see other social media posts that I got and all that, you can look on my Twitter account or Instagram or my Facebook page or whatever. So at any rate, yeah, exactly that. Gloria Grace. Gloria Grace is in the chat, so shout out, say hi. Send her your regards. She's in the chats as we speak. So I think it's again, shout out. But anyways, oh man. So now that we covered that, and a real quick blurb. So what's up with North Korea? Look, I go away, I do station renovations, and now we got some kid running in North Korea. Holy shit. I'm stymied. I was stymied about that. I was like tripping the hell out. I can't believe we have had that incident happen. There's two stories out right now. One from the Messenger, and one from CNN, one from Haley Britsky, and from Jim Laporta. This story is whacked out as wow. I can't believe this story. There's some mind-blowing details of this event. I'm shocked. So the individual's name is Private Travis King. Let me. Matter of fact, I might as well just fucking throw I'm gonna throw some screen grabs in here. So sorry if I'm gonna be getting some people butthurt upset. Hang on. There we go. So this is from the Messenger, and they're gonna. I mean, as a matter of fact, let me pause right quick. So this is the kid right here. PV2. First, we had to figure out what he was. And PV2 Travis King. This is the individual that freaking that jumped the border. Can I make a Mexican comment? Can I make a joke? Can I make a Latino comment? As a Latino, I would say that I'm impressed. Is that what I can I say that? Can I say that? Am I going to get in trouble? Am I going to get booted off social media? Which I'll cover that in the second hour. Run, Travis, run. So Private Travis King, a U.S. Army soldier who crossed into North Korea on Tuesday, booked a tour to a demilitarized zone through a private company whose manifest was submitted to the United Nations Command and approved prior to his dash across the border, according to U.S. Army internal documents. The documents, officially known as a Serious Incident Report, also known as a SIR, in the Defense Department, provide the most complete picture yet of the events leading up to King's willful and without authorization crossing into North Korean territory. Dude, I bet you everybody's pissed, huh? Do you think everybody's pissed? How did they not extradite him out of Korea back to the USA before this crap? That's what's truly astonishing. Dude, you know what? I'm astonished myself. This has been a week of astonishment. Trust me. Holy shit. On Wednesday morning, the United Nations Command Military Armistice Commission was set to call on North Korea's army to request access to King. Yeah, there was a safety briefing, I think. Don't cross the border, motherfuckers. I think that's what we posted on the main page. The messengers, of course, was able to determine if the U.S. made the call or the U.S. was allowed to speak to King. No reply returned from U.S. Forces Korea when contacted for this story, and the Pentagon referred the messenger to the SecDef's previous statement. So King is a cavalry scout. Let me say that again. PV2 Travis King is a Cav scout. So do we go ahead and start doing the Cav man? Where's Cav man when you need him? Are we gonna do the Cav man impersonation? Yeah, you go do the across the border. Who joined the U.S. Army in 2021? At the time of his rotation, he was assigned to the 6th Squadron, 1st Cavalry Regiment, but administratively attached to the 1st Battalion, 12th Infantry Regiment. And his military decorations are not uncommon for a young soldier, of course. Since joining, he's received the National Defense Service Medal and the Korean Defense Service Medal and Overseas Service Ribbon. Yeah, so does he get to keep the Korean Defense Service Medal? I'm just curious. Gained in a PB2 since 2021. Wait, there's more. So, the Army details currently how a junior enlisted soldier was in an international hold in Korea for 3. He's almost infantry. Yeah, I would say that, but I think the infantry guys. Anyways, almost 3 incidents, disciplinary incidents that occurred between September and October of 2022. In both months, King was accused of assault. He was placed in pretrial confinement and then a Korean status enforcement confinement facility, and he served 50 days of hard labor at a Korean facility before his release in 10 July 2023. And reports have been saying, and the streets are saying, or rumit, what do you want to call it, saying that one of the assaults was a sexual assault, the other one was a physical battery assault. But again, these are just reports. These are the streets, and that's it. So I don't know. We don't know until we got to find out what's left as the story evolves. And trust me, it's evolving like a motherfucker. In May, King had booked 2 different tours in the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea, and this was prior to his 50-day detention. He missed the first date, but was able to confirm his reservation on the second one. That's insane. I mean, like, nobody didn't notice that. At any rate, so he missed the first date, confirmed the second one, and the tour was booked with a private company, Hana Tours, ITC, according to the report. Now, the Army report says that the tours of the demilitarized zone could be booked through USO service or the MWR on the peninsula. And King was released from the South Korean detention facility 10 July and returned to was returned to the U.S. military. And he was booked on a one-way flight to return to the United States July 17th. U.S. military Korean escorts accompanied him to Seoul's Incheon. I don't want to fuck up that. I don't speak Korean, so I'll pronounce it as best as I can. International Airport, and observed him going through customs around 16:30 p.m. local time, and he texted his U.S. escort. An Army staff sergeant to say that he had arrived at the departure gate, according to the report. Now, he was supposed to board a plane. American Airlines Flight 280 to Bliss. Woo, I don't know, man. Would you jump the border to Korea if you knew you were going to Bliss? Too soon. He was scheduled to depart at 5:40 p.m., local time in Korea. At noon on July 18th, Army soldiers at Fort Bliss in Texas notified King's chain of command in Korea that he had not arrived and was not responding to any texts. Nicholas says that meritoriously conducted reconnaissance operation in order to answer commander's PIR. If he was an NCO, it'd be a great NCO write-up. It would be, wouldn't it? Or if he was a warrant or an officer. At any rate, he wasn't responding to phone calls or texts. I wonder why. And the report does not say how he managed to leave the airport. Army leaders contacted South Korean customs through official channels and verified King did not take the flight. So when King arrived for his tour, now mind you, this is the DMZ tour, the following day, he checked in with a U.S. government ID card. The tour company submitted a list of participants in the tour of the UN Command Military Armistice Commission. It's that building right there. Have you ever seen the JSA, what they call that? That's one spot where you have the DMZ. There's these 2 buildings. If you guys have been to Korea or not been to Korea, yeah, exactly. How did he leave the airport, Heather? He's got some inside help. So here's what let me just show you here this image right here. Let me show you what it looks like. The blue buildings. That's exactly that. So that's it. So that's the one that you saw former President Trump and Kim Jong-un, whatever, shake hands, and skateboard off one of the rails right there, and then that was it. And that was the first time our president, U.S. president, has been in Korea. Yada yada yada. So he was booking the lady. He forgot his passport. Yeah. So those are that's like the JSA. New backdrop. No, yeah. You like that, Pookie? What do you think, man? Pretty good, huh? I told you I was going to change my shit. So the tour company submitted the participants to the tour, and he did use the military ID card, and then they approved the manifest submitted to them by Hannah Tours. The tour began around 2:30 p.m. at Camp Boniface. Again, I'm not been stationed to Korea, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names right. And a military post of UN Military Command. They should make a movie about it. Just south the southern border boundary between the DMZ. So he walked away from the group. And then sprinted in between those two buildings across the border. Security forces chased King as he ran from the far end of what was known as the Conference Row. Those two bright buildings that I just showed you. He ran through that shit. He ran between them. And he pew, 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 and he took off. And he escaped. Now, here's the thing that trips me out. Now, we always see, we always hear reports or always talk about movies or stories, or, you got those guys that, you get the tree cutting incident. Remember that one guy got chopped up by North Korean soldiers for trying to chop a tree down. Remember that? The tree cutting incident back in the day? So you always hear stories about that. The Koreans will shoot you if you come across the border. Well, the report says that King ran to the back of the KPA building where he entered a van and was driven out by North Korean troops. So then begs the question. You were just talking about that he had inside help there, Heather, at the airport. I just think there's more to this. I mean, there's more to this too. There's more details that I'm sure are going to come out. They immediately canceled all tours indefinitely, of course, at the UN command. Yeah, exactly. A U.S. military official familiar with the investigation told the Messenger that the U.S. military is looking at the possibility that the North Koreans, well, no shit, probably had prior knowledge of his intention to cross the border. So the U.S. military official spoke on the condition of anonymity because they're not privy to talk or not authorized to talk about ongoing investigations. That's why we can't have nice things. Exactly that, Patrick. The report also reveals that the second ID has begun an investigation. And the UN's Command Military Armistice Commission has also launched a special investigations team to assess if possible armistice agreements occurred. Hey, check this out, UN. UN freaking Command Military Armistice Commission. If there was North Koreans in a van waiting for him, then guess what? Nicholas says that he heard the ACFT was getting canceled and just couldn't take it. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Classic. What are the other Korean station soldiers dealing with from this idiot? You ain't lying. It's because it usually takes an idiot like this to really fuck everything up for everybody else. And being that the army is the king of mass punishments. Yeah, exactly. I don't know where this stands at, what camps are there, because again, I've never been stationed in Korea before. It's kind of funny. It's like once I got out of the army, everyone's like, "Go to Korea." I'm like, "Ooh, I want to go to Korea now," but obviously that's not going to happen. So I am pretty sure Spanky could give us some details. Which, by the way, she's coming back. Spanky's coming back soon. I can't reveal the specific time and date. Well, she's going to come back for Sergeant's time, but she's coming back. So if they claim they don't do mass punishment, but what's happening. Oh my God, I know. Could you imagine? He probably had that. I mean, everything. His social media scrapes have probably gone through. There's probably so much fucking shit that was probably posted that probably would be, I don't know, not a big deal now, or at the time that's now a big deal. Does that make sense? If that makes sense. So yeah. So Travis King, PV2 Travis King. So again, that's why. So he was already a stellar, quote unquote, stellar soldier when he was leaving Korea. So now I was talking to a friend about this, and he and I were discussing, have you ever seen, or have I ever seen? And I have seen me and my little one. Well, she's not my little one. She's one of my oldest. We were in Germany and we were flying back, and to CONUS, and there was a hold. There was a guy who was getting transported. And this guy, I don't know who he was, didn't know who he was, didn't know at the time, didn't give a shit. But anyways, we were about ready to roll out. The gates were about ready to shut and all this other stuff. And then this one towards the front of the aircraft, right behind first class, they had a fucking like just three rows. It was three seats, a row, just row empty. And I was, on the other side of the aircraft, and then I was sat down, and then whatever, and then just sitting there, no big deal. And then we see a Polizei walk in, and then we also saw an MP, and they're all they had their kit on, they were all ready to go, and they freaking they kind of like blocked the aisle there, and we saw some dude walk up, and he had cuffs in the front, and they put him in the window side, and then they buckled him up, and then the Polizei, signed over to the MPs, and then the MPs signed it to another dude, and another dude who was in plain clothes sat down in the aisle. So he was in the aisle seat, and then there was a middle seat that was empty, and then there was the window seat, and then that was it. So the whole time we were like, ooh. My little one was like, "Ooh, what happened, Dad? And why does he have that?" And I'm like, "Oh, he was a bad troop." So once we landed at BWI, because you got to land through an international port in Germany, they fly through BWI, whatever. We had to wait. We had to sit there, and then MPs and the Baltimore Police Department came up and picked him up, and they got him, and they go, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and deplane like normal," and blah blah blah. So it was kind of weird, kind of awkward. I was trying to catch his face, but they wouldn't let us go past that unless you were in first class, because once first class was seated, but he had an escort, and then that was it. So I have seen prisoner transfers like that. So this kind of makes me wonder how the hell, why did they do something like that? David said, "Con Air, bro, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Let me show you something from my lockdown Twitter account." I had suggested that. You got some little kid doing some shit like that, and hang on, let me look. People, my phone's blowing up saying, "Are you back on live? Are you back on live?" So yes, I'm back on live. Hang on. So I had put out over the another thing too, real quick. I had a main page posted something about a weekend safety brief. Don't cross the border into North Korea, you stupid motherfuckers. And there's some individuals that got pissed off because they posted that, and it was like, whatever. Yeah, I think so too, Heather. I think some buddies helped him out, and I think some of his I think that was I'll be honest with you. Here we go. So I suggested to 8th Army and U.S. Forces Korea that we need to we need to, in order to prevent this, we need to have Con Air. We need to have Con Air, so that way, which basically you get a C-17 and get all your shitbag soldiers that you're ready to put to send them out, and kapew, see ya, put them in a C-17, and then you have escorted, and there you go. Now you have Strat Air, and now you have Transcom. Now you have a new mission for them, Con Air. That's what I think should have happened. Again, armchair quarterback in the situation. Nobody ever expected somebody to just get up and say, "Hey, see ya," and then run across. You best believe that the North Koreans are going to use this for their propaganda stuff. Holly says, have Dennis Rodman can go get him. The Worm. He's got a pretty good relationship. You think that'll No, I don't think so. If he was in for assault, they helped him. They are just as bad. Exactly that. Exactly. Anybody who collaborated with getting this guy, now, of course, not to get too far into the Monday edition topics, but I'm kind of thinking, for all those individuals that like to shit talk about the January 6th rioters and saying that they deserve to rot and they just fuck around and find out, I think this applies to him too. If you're willing to coordinate and collaborate with the current enemy, and say that the fucking enemy, everyone doesn't like to talk. No one likes to say that word anymore because we don't want to make people upset. But if you're gonna fucking collude with the fucking enemy, if you're gonna collude with a hostile rogue nation that is sitting across the border in a DMZ that's heavily mined, and you have thousands of U.S. troops stationed on the other side, and units rotating from the states to go to participate in exercises with the Koreans, with the Korean military, what the fuck, man? Just like Con Air, it could not be any worse than Spirit Airlines. But it's kind of like, yeah, I think you deserve to fuck around and find out if you were stupid enough to fucking go across. If you're going to use that mentality on them, then you're going to have to use the mentality just like Bergdahl too. Yeah, Bo Bergdahl. The military should do corporal punishment again. Well, I mean, Carl, we can't just go slapping soldiers anymore because then they have rights and stuff like that. It'd be billed as assault. Let them have them. Exactly that. TZ says that too. I mean, he was obviously not doing that. Anything good for us. Is that bitch still in? I'm guessing you're talking about Bo Bergdahl. Are we talking about that bitch? Because there are plenty of bitches out there, and everybody knows that sometimes a hose in the house, you gotta you gotta delineate which one you're talking about. Are you talking about Bo Bergdahl? Okay, gotcha. Okay. So Bo Bergdahl, yeah, he's out. I think he's out. And he had, again, individuals that went out, risked their lives to fucking whatever. How could you sit there and say, yeah, you're cool with that? They can have them. There you go. You can have them. I got everyone in the chat saying, fuck, leave him there. Or negotiate to get his ass out of there and then fucking, I don't know. We haven't even brought back Austin Tice yet. We haven't even brought back individuals that I think are still captive in Russia. And then we got this asshole doing some shit. Oh, Private Travis King doing some shit. You know, we're not banned in Korea, right? So we're probably gonna get banned now. Didn't he become a she? No, I think you're talking about Manning. That's who you're talking about. You're talking about that intel fuck who decided to leak information to WikiLeaks, and then Julian Assange, yada, yada, yada. Now he's being held up because of whatever. It's another fascinating fucking topic to talk about, specifically how the members of the intel community are some fucking deranged motherfuckers sometimes. I mean, look at General Flynn. Look at, boy. But we do have some doozies for people in the intel community, don't we? Right, Jason? Anyways, not that Jason. No, wrong Jason. Everyone was like, are you talking about Jason Aldean? No. That dude, man. Jason Aldean. Holy shit. I know this is totally off topic from Sergeant's time, but god damn, dude. Everyone's like, oh, what's your comments about that? Man, I've been dunking on Jason Aldean before it was cool. When his Second Amendment stance to me, I don't like. So. Try this in a small town. Yeah. Well, I mean, is the UN armistice station, the JSA, is that a small town? And I got some beefs with some small towns. Trust me. They don't like it when you go up there and pick up on their women. I'm just saying. At any rate, yeah, so keep them, leave them there. Negotiate a rescue. You know, after that happened, by the way, several missiles were launched from North Korea, and I will have to admit, I would have fucking laughed if the Koreans tied him up to one of them. Have I seen the video? And that's what everyone's pissed about. Yeah, more like I said, I don't. Everyone's artistic expression is an artistic expression. That's what the First Amendment's all about. How is he not captured at the DMZ? I just read that to you, Heather. He was whisked away in a van. There was individuals who had prior knowledge to this. Yeah, Jack Texara. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So what is it with fucking? I was talking to Jim Laporta today. And he and I were discussing what's up with the E4 Mafia lately. You got that fucking the fucking kid. You got Travis King. Are they going on a fucking revolt? I mean, what's next? So we covered Army, we covered Air Force, Air National Guard with this fucking Jack Teixeira, And so now, yeah. So let's. What are we gonna get for number 3? Is it gonna be a Marine or a Coast Guard or Navy fucking up to a foreign adversary or doing something fucking stupid that will be a breach or cause emotional damage? Well, I shouldn't say emotional. Security damage. Well, that's pretty much like emotional damage. Can't be leaking fucking classified information and posting them on a Discord page because you don't like whatever and you think you want to flex. I know. Space Force. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Space Force. That's right, Heather. So we have Space Force needs a fuck up. We're still waiting for a fuck up from the Navy. We're still waiting for a fuck up in the Marines, and we're still waiting for a fuck up from the Coast Guard. So everyone's like, money on the Marines. Yeah, you think so? I think we already got some Marine. We already got some squids fucking up. I know. Janae Sergio's been posting some stuff about some Marines or Navy, some squids that were caught cold busted. Cold busted for charged with child exploitation. Caught on video. Did you guys see that from Janae Sergio? And she's hot. She's hot on the trail when it comes to the human trafficking, child exploitation stuff. She's on it. So the Marines would try to trade crayons. Exactly. The Marines would ask for more tanks. The Marines would ask for their tanks back. We captured one of our kids from fucking up. Can we do that? Yeah, that's right. My bad. The Marines, yep, we do it. Camp Pendleton, that's right. That 14-year-old girl that was found in the barracks. Okay, so never mind. So the Marines are covered. So we have Army, Air Force, Marine Corps. Now we're just waiting for the Navy. Is that what we're waiting for? We're waiting for the Coasties and the Navy. Oh, yeah. Well, they are the Navy, right? Can you just say that? Can you say that the Navy is part of the Marine Corps, or will that get like some bad juju sent at me because I don't want nobody to get fucking pissed off at me. So, but anyways. So yeah, so there was a Navy chief that got busted. So yeah, I guess hang on, let's see. I'm trying to look for the video that Janae posted on there. So hang on. Don't you dare say that. Am I getting the Marines mad by saying they're part of the Navy? How come is it that when you see their seal on this is Department of the Navy? Department of Navy, United States Marine Corps, or Department of the Marine Corps of Excellence, or something like that. Not to mix it up, but Marine Corps is the Department of the Navy. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. So again, the Marines have their fuck up. They have their. They have that barracks. They have the barracks incident. We have our private running across the border. The Air Force has that Teixeira kid leaking all those classified information. All this classified information of what's been going on and what we've been supporting or not supporting in Ukraine or not Ukraine. So there we go. Air Force is still Department of the Army yet. No, exactly that. Because wait. Space Force is part of that. Squid is a lower form of marine life. I heard a joke one time about the Marines and the Navy relationship. Why do they call sailors squids? It's because all they do is swim around and shit on marine life. There you go. That's the joke that I heard. Or how did the Marines get their name? Someone got a fan and someone got some shit and then it threw it at the fan and went Marine. And so that's what I don't want to be bragging. I'm sorry, I want to be ragging on my bros. Let's do it, Corporal Vickers. I see you out there, brother, man. Shout out. Keep posting good content. That was, bro. Memories are made in the suck. Not in the office. There's a video rolling around TikTok of Corporal Vickers, this big ginger Marine, enjoying life in the suck. I love it. Let's do it. That's what he was saying on his TikTok video. So he looks like, look at me shaving in sub-zero temperatures. Because of Sergeant Major. Let's do it. So that's awesome. King thought the DMZ stand for Dance Music Zone. Okay. I don't even know what that means, but holy shit, we're already past the hour. Goddamn, we're already at top of the hour. Have an excellent joke about a priest and a rabbi, but I digest. Yeah, I do digress. I digest myself. Are you being Pacific Are you being Pacific about the religious connotation there? So everyone, Semper Fi. Everyone's rah rah yut yut rah rah rah. Semper Fi, do or die yut yut. I'm gonna take a break right quick. What were we going to talk about the other side? What was we going to talk about the other side? What was going to be in the second hour? Bone apple teeth. Yeah. What are we gonna talk about? Well, we'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff that I'm missing right now, but we'll be right back. And shots.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit, like, constantly.
Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back down. Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, hello, you.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
The bitches, they love visuals.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Back. Second last half of Sergeant's time. Thank you guys and gals for hanging out, shooting the breeze, throwing your comments there. It's great to be back again with my new environs, redesigned model. You know, remodeled studio. I'm thinking about doing, I don't know, putting some more stuff out there, getting some more lighting out there, just because of the way that the natural light is coming in. So. I think personally, it's I like it. I mean, I got more space. I'm thinking about, putting a couch right there, back there, putting some more stuff on the wall. I don't know. I think my murder cult flag, and then of course my Night Sight Battalion thing, and the ghost emblem right there. Always, of course, and I got some little doohickeys. I might put some lighting more underneath the furniture there, so that way you guys can see, just like how you see the murder cult stuff behind me. So I mean, why not? It's pretty cool. I got it. If you guys don't see this, it's like some extra light there. So can't wait. Kind of like the way you said it. So appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. So at any rate, aside from the mass, didn't we have like a mass email reply all snafu screw up that we had back in the day? Yeah. So it turns out that the military, God, we could be so dumb sometimes. That the sensitive U.S. military information exposed in accidental emails to Mali? To Mali. A simple typo directed millions of emails with sensitive information to the African country Mali rather than the intended U.S. military recipients. Instead of MIL, they went ML, which I didn't know. It's the country domain for Mali. So no one has heard yet. Has no one heard from reply? Oh yeah, I know. I don't know. Hang on. Let me play with my light here. Let me see. So there's the natural light. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I got to get used to opening up stuff and all that. So it turns out that according to the Financial Times. An unintentional led to a typo leak. As a result, everything from diplomatic documents, tax returns, passwords, and travel details of top officers were exposed. And of course, none of the emails are classified, but however, there was some sense, I don't know, social security number, passport info in Mali. Yeah, a Dutch entrepreneur contracted to manage Mali's domain, Johannes Zerbia, identified the leak. The risk is real, quote unquote, and could be exploited by adversaries in the U.S. Well, no shit. All hail Qatar. Oh, Otar, god of... I thought you said Qatar. I was like, why the hell are you saying about Qatar? Again, I think it's... No, I did not win the lottery. Nice place. Did you win the lottery? I did not. I was ready to buy a UH-1 Huey if I was gonna. I was looking. Come on, everybody has those lotto fantasies, right? You sit there and about ready to. You think, what would I do if I won $1 billion? What would you do? What would you buy? I was gonna buy a Huey. I was buy some friends some vehicles, and I was gonna buy all the kids neighborhood their lunch money and stuff like that. So you have that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a new billionaires in California. I know, totally off topic, but since I'm catching up and everything. At any rate, so that information with the sensitive emails, Russia and other world powers prod U.S. networks to gain unvarnished look. Just like when I broadcasted when China was trying to poke my server, and I showed you guys the proof of China trying. If I won the lottery, I'd disappear. If I won the lottery, I'd conduct my life as normal, but there will be signs. Huey in my front yard or something like that. I got enough property, I guess I can land a Huey in my front yard. Or maybe ask the neighbor if I can land it right there. Russia and other world powers prod U.S. networks to gain an unvarnished look at weapons and modernization projects, troop movements. Heather said, you know what I want? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people be coming at you, though. Somebody is going to come out of the woodwork and said that long time ago, Heather, back in the day when you were talking about housing or some shit, you defamed them, and then now they're going to come at you. The DoD has since experienced, since 2015, 12,000 cyber incidents, with yearly totals declining in 2017 to the government, according to the GAO. The ones that like to do audits on, I don't think we've passed an audit yet, so I think it's those guys that do the audit, right? I'm not sure. Among the reported contents of the erroneously addressed emails were x-rays, medical data, identity document information, crew lists for ships, staff lists at bases, maps of installations, photo. Man, who sent that out? Yeah, come again? What? Yeah, I'll talk to housing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could you know if I won the lottery, I'd just rebuild shit. I'd just unauthorized, just start building shit. Soldiers barracks fucked up. It'd be like, you remember Coming to America when Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall are going to Queens, and they get that that dump of a fucking apartment, and then and then Arsenio Hall, he G's it up, G's it all up and gets it all fucking modern. That's what I would do. The Pentagon's already dealing with the fallout of military documents breach, but we just talked about that, right? The Air Force repping, whoop whoop, with Jack Teixeira leaking all those classified information because he was supporting some JSOC unit or something like that out of Fort Liberty. What is it with the intel individuals? It comes to find out that he was not an intel guy. He just had access to that due to the fact that he was like a network kid or something like that. Am I your friend if you win the lottery? Shit. Well, come on, man. I'd go hang out. I'd fly out and hang out with some friends. Again, nobody would know I won the lottery. I would just be like, yeah, skiffs don't exist anymore. No, the skiff is on Discord. Or people will like subtweet or use subtext or something like that to get their information out. The American military is not the only one to fall victim to the spelling blunder. Financial Times reported that emails meant for the Dutch military uses army.nl, which also unintentionally sent to Mali, thanks to a mistaken army.ml. Mike Lima in the email domain. So there we go. Embassies in Washington for Mali and Netherlands did not immediately respond for a request to comment from the Military Times. From the Military Times. Who wrote that story anyways? Colin Demarest and Jonathan Letterman. Yeah, if I win, there's some, I don't know, there's some, I think it's like some states, if you win the lottery, that you can't be anonymous or something like that. Be like Marjorie. Just take the notes before leaving the skiff. Oh yeah, you ain't Marjorie Taylor Greene, man. Whew. That freaking train wreck. Oh my Lord. At any rate, let's see. So what's going on? What other news stuff we got to go through? Georgia, you can remain anonymous. Okay, that's smart to know. So if you buy a ticket in Georgia, you can be. The fact that the military is still using email. Exactly. Hang on. Let me see some more. There's some other news. Again, I'm catching up to a lot of news stuff anyways and catching up to the stuff right here. So I do know breaking news right now is that Tupac's murder. There's like freaking police are searching a location in Vegas that could be connected to Tupac getting shot. That right there is fucking, that's like legit news. If you're not a Tupac fan, then I don't know what to tell you. If you're not a West Coast warlord, you know what I'm saying? But at any rate, what's the other one? Oh, so another thing too that came across the net that I thought was kind of funny is the fact that the Defense Department's COVID-19 data is unreliable. Color me shocked. That's almost like Cthulhu's behind you. Well, funny you mentioned that. It is Cthulhu, the murder cult. Murder cult fly. Get your murder cult drip. You can get some cool murder cult stuff. They got some nice hats and shirts and sweaters and hoodies. Just make sure you get a decoy hoodie from them women's that like to take hoodies. They like to seem to think that they own them hoodies and shit. So at any rate, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the DoD's COVID-19. That man, oh fucking man. How did we not see this? The reason why let's see. Let me just read you the headline, and let me just go ahead and read you the first part of the article that says that the DoD can't rely on COVID-19 patient data it collected during the pandemic to inform future care or public health decisions because the data is not complete, accurate, or representative of all DoD patients who experienced the COVID event, according to the Watchdog report. So the Pentagon's DHA stood up a registry in July 2020 that was supposed to track and collect all COVID. Everyone's clutching my pearls, exactly. Of all the COVID incidences and stuff. Remember when they said that if you got COVID, that you could get VA benefits? Remember when they said that I'm the guy that got all of his COVID vaccines, all 5. Damn. Holy shit. 5. Woo. You're not growing like another eye or something like that? Or do you set off metal detectors or something like that, Tyler? We discussed this before. Me and Spanky talked about the how Big Sarge and Army leaders, there were some that were great when it came to COVID mitigation and following policy and ensuring that policy was adhered to. And then there were other ones that were, and those were a small few. And then there were others that were complete and utter fucking train wrecks on how they handled COVID. But, you know, the DoD IG report says that it was because of an unidentified contractor was hired to take on the work. Oh, no. It's almost like the whole thing was a farce. No way, Pookie. Go figure. Am I going to get banned for talking about COVID misinformation? Because is that still a thing? Let me check YouTube, see we're still up. I know Cos one time got slammed for talking about Rona stuff, and it wasn't even him talking about Rona stuff. It was just him reporting on the news. So my older brother was asymptomatic, so I got all my shots so others wouldn't get it. Wow. Remember when we were promised that if you got the shot, that you were going to be safe and you're not going to catch it? Just saying. It's not lying. It's not fucking COVID misinformation. It's been out there. There's been recorded video of members of our administration, past and current, that said if you got it, you were going to be good to go. Pfizer thanks you for your support. Exactly that, Heather. We did talk about that when we discussed the COVID issue. Believe that. Yeah, you did. I think we when me and Spanky, yeah, you did comment about that stuff, saying about there was no if you don't test, there's no data. And of course, at the time, the testing and data collection of how you got the Rona was determined on whatever. So for a while, there's individuals that were getting in car accidents, but they were logged in is because if they got COVID, and that's when they were considered a COVID casualty, even though they were probably, like Tyler was saying, asymptomatic and was carrying COVID around and were carrying the Rona, didn't have any symptoms, didn't have nothing, got in a car wreck and died. And then that's when the stats were, he died of Rona. Vaccine status is HIPAA. Okay. Is that now? I can't remember. Is it HIPAA anymore? Because now it just seems like if people want to find out who you are, what you've done, or what you've not done. But anyways, yeah, I never got COVID, but I have O positive blood type. You never got it, huh? It was like anthrax. We were all test dummies. Well, yeah, that's a good one too. What else? Let's see. My son had mono and was misdiagnosed due to blaming COVID. Yeah, exactly. Everything was COVID. Allergies, COVID. Remember, people were freaking out. Everyone was talking about social distancing and stuff. But the Army, we had leaders that were, again, we had a very far and few leaders that would go out there and handle the mitigation the way you were supposed to handle it. But then there was others that were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anthrax vaccinations makes your blood worth more for blood donation. Whoa, hang on. Tyler, can you source that information for me? Well, go ahead. I'll wait. Drop that link in there. Where is this saying that? If you have anthrax? No. Go back. I don't care. I don't give a crap about the cowpox or the fucking smallpox. Go back where you were saying about collecting, because when Operation Desert Nom 2 kicked off, all the Infinity Wars, everyone got the series of the anthrax shot, and I got a lot of series of anthrax. That's for sure. Do I know anybody with this? Yeah. Oh, you're on mobile. Okay, my bad. Hang on. Let me look at YouTube to see if we got detubed. If we got untubed on YouTube for it's true for. I'm not saying I don't believe. If you could give me the information, hey, I'm always out to make sure that people get enough for their side hustle. I don't mind that. Hang on, let me see if we first let me see if we got zucked, or if we got tubed. Nope, we're good. We're still on YouTube, because I remember that was the account the YouTube account, that was the one that gave caused a bunch of crap about misinformation, yada yada. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, Carl Whalen, he's already got this. So anti-anthrax specialty cup, man. I'm all about the side hustle. If you could get a side hustle with that shit, man, I'm all for that. I was told that it was not valid for a year, blah, 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 blah. Just make sure you donate blood, because they also test your blood for STDs and shit. Because I know for a fact, if you had mad cow disease or something like that, then you'd have to worry about that. So hang on, see something right quick. I'm gonna play with something right now. Get your mind out of the gutter. Let me see something. I've been testing my settings and stuff in here to make sure that we're good. And so let's see if I do this. Whoa. Look at that. That's a lot of light, isn't it? Let's see, let me brighten myself up. Or is it just dark? Don't go in there. It's dark. Yeah, it's because of the lights, right? Yeah, I'm dark looking. Look at that. pretty freaking dark. Hang on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. How does that look? Does it look all right? Does it look too good? Jedi. It's because I have my Jedi lights. Speaking of Jedi, I got talk about Jedi. Let me see. Man, I'm playing with my settings. So it's been a minute, man. Come on, give me a freaking break. Throw me a freaking bone here. That's dark. Look at that. It's because of the change of light. There we go. There we go. I mess around with that. See how that works for now, and then I'll play with my settings later. That's what she said. Anyways, Senator Palpatine, is that you? Every single Jedi. No, it's because I was stepping away from the mic. I was stepping away. I was dicking around with some shit, and I was speaking softly at the moment, so I was just kind of checking shit out. And I was just playing around my side because again, this is a new studio, remodeled and stuff, so it's kind of like for me, I'm trying to get used to the lighting, so that way I can get it. All right. So, anyways, So let me go back to this one comment that he said about the anti-anthrax. Carl Whalen just posted this in the chats. Qualifications: I've been previously vaccinated against anthrax and interested in joining the program. Below is the donation process. Holy crap! You could do this, and you could get money. Is that true? Can you get money? Would you ever submit yourself to any type of experimentation like that? Would you give your blood? Would you? Mm-hmm. $225 for $225 for a donation? Get the fuck out of here! Holy shit! That's what I'm talking about. Man, $200 per donation. So how many donations can you do? How many donations can you do? How much blood donations can you do for plasma and blood when it comes to an anthrax? And then see like if you're gonna freaking. So, anyways, look at the comments that Carl Whalen just put in the chat. I'm not endorsing or anything at all. This right here, I'm just saying that this is an interesting. Hang on.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it. I'm retiring. How many donations can you do at one time? You dimming the lights was like being at the Sergeant Major's, the master bedroom at the Sergeant Major's Academy. It just did it on its own, man. The lights just do it itself because I have natural light in front of me. That's oh wait, hang on. Ooh, hang on. Shoot, man. Carl Whalen, man. Carl Whalen just throwing all the chats in there. Throwing in the chats. Let me see. So if you've been previously vaccinated against the anthrax and interested in joining the program, below is the donation process qualification. Speak with a center team member who will confirm your vaccination history and eligibility to become a plasma donor. If you're not already a plasma donor, you need to complete this standard new donor process to become a plasma donor. Consent, health assessment, pre-donation screening, and your first plasma donation. The vaccination, if eligible, you can receive another anthrax booster injection following your first plasma donation. Well, you got to get another one before you get donated just to see what happened to your blood. You will receive donation for their first free visit, as well as an anthrax injection bonus of $100. So donate your plasma for anthrax research, and for an extra $100, you too can get vaccinated for more anthrax. Rest period. No plasma donations are allowed for 2 weeks following the vaccination. Plasma donation between 14 and 42 days post-vaccination. You can donate as an anthrax plasma donor 8 times. Donors with high antibody levels may qualify for additional collections. Well, I'll be damned. There we go. I'm kind of impressed there. Still looking at my light. Still looking at my lighting here. Still not looking good. Hang on. I gotta do this because I freaking get damn, that's already bright as it is. Wonder if I can fuck with this. a little bit bitter. How's that one? Let me go ahead and yeah, I don't like this. That's lighter and that's darker, whatever. I gotta mess with this stuff. Tyler, you love this place? Well, thank you for coming to the place then, Tyler. We appreciate it, man. They are working on creating an anti-anthrax serum with their plasma following research. Now, I have participated in several medical experiences in my military career involving the what you use. It's the hemostatic bandage. So if you were wounded or you received any assistance with a hemostatic bandage, you can thank me. Everybody who's been wounded has a little bit of isol on them because I provided tissue for that experiment. I don't care. Come on. The most lighted Hispanic you ever seen? No, man. I got golf colors on. See, I got a little darker there when I was over at Fort Liberty. The Red Cross used to call me like telemarketers to donate blood, so I block them. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. He says, damn, between that and the sperm bank, I can start my life of leisure. Exactly. Oh, man. I supported soldiers, so I did my job. Well, I mean, come on, dude. I still support soldiers. Still support them. Soldiers and their families. That's still my gig. It's hard to step away from stuff like that. It is hard. It's hard to step away from stuff like that. I'm glad. All the warrants are triggered by the Jedi comments. You mean the Samsters? The guys went to the military school, the military studies, what is the special school of military? It's the SAMs or something like that. They all graduate and they call them Jedi Knights. Yeah, so now there we go. See, so the light on this side is what I need to work on. Over my left shoulder. I don't know, maybe I'll put some light up there that highlights the ghost in the speaker truck, and then like that. Maybe shift some lighting around, or maybe have like a moving light going along through the room, stuff like that. But anyways, Carl says that as much as I was changing the lighting, I need to warn individuals for a disclaimer for epileptic people. What do you mean, you people? Speaking of Star Wars, I saw this in The Wire. Does Baby Ice still wear his jet? No. As a matter of fact, Baby Ice, he's on the Mandalorian kick, man. Holy crap. He is on a Mandalorian kick like hell. Before he was a Kylo Ren fan. He's a Kylo Ren fan, but now he's all about the Beskar. He has his own armor, he has his own helmet, jetpack, rifle, gauntlets, and he has his Beskar armor. So as a matter of fact, I know last year for Halloween I was Darth Vader unmasked. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out some Mandalorian gear. So this is the way type stuff. That way we can have a good time for a Halloween broadcast. Matter of fact, let me check the calendar. Am I even broadcasting on Halloween? Let's see. This is Halloween. No, that's actually a Tuesday show. So I will not be broadcasting on Halloween. So that will be CQ. I only wear the armor or stuff like that. But again, each of the station staff, we always provide pictures for Halloween. So you'll see me and Baby Ice. He loves Boba Fett, so he'll be dressed up as Boba Fett, and then I'll be dressed up as one of the Death Watch. Nope, this is the Halloween broadcast now. Nope. I think that's Baby Ice right now. I think Baby Ice is interrupting the show. Halloween in July? No way, man. No way. No. I gotta pull out the Beskar anyway. So more than likely, what we do is we'll have a Halloween post of all of our pictures of all of us wearing costumes and stuff like that. So I can't wait. I'll be cosplaying as the Death Watch Mandalorian, which that was the blue Mandalorian armor that you saw rescuing Din Djarin on the TV show The Mandalorian. So, but he's gonna be Boba Fett. I just need to find my Bo-Katan. Wow. What do y'all think of Katie Sackhoff, man? Woo. Oh, man. Hey, I'm broadcasting. Get out of here. We almost had an interruption. Anyways, hang on. I got a picture from Carl. Oh man, Carl, thanks, brother. There we go. Hang on. Mind if I share this, Carl? This picture right here? This picture you sent? Hang on. Let me ask. Can I post this? Hang on. I just want to get permission because okay, cool. I just want to make sure because, it's not cool to share stuff without people's authorization and stuff like that. I want to get people's permissions and all that. So there you go. How do you send pictures to me? Just go ahead and send it to WTF Nation Radio Facebook page or Twitter, their Twitter page. Send it that way too. But all right, hang on. Yeah, here we go. Let me grab this right here with the old Carl Whalen throwing up the shots. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that, man. I appreciate it, brother. Man, look at that. Man, can't beat that with a stick. There we go. Muchas gracias there, Carl. We're going to have another bourbon day or something like that. Maybe have some bourbon broadcasting. Bourbon broadcasting. Can you say that 5 times fast? There you go. Appreciate it, man. That's so awesome. Look at that. That's so cool. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate the salute. It's awesome. I will go ahead and just go ahead and salute you with the with my standard Thursday drink. Brought to you by who? Brought to you by. Can we get in trouble? Can we get in trouble for like? Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So shout out, toast it back. Yeah, that's bothering me now. That's like look at that. That sound right there is like all dark. I can get some lighting change in here for this. I'm gonna get some, maybe get another red light or something like that. But I'm gonna put a casting couch. I mean, a couch right here next to me, and put some stuff on the wall back there because this is I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, there you go. So, anyways, give me a break. I just first time back. Setting up all my shit. I'm just wondering where my sippy cup is at exactly. Every Thursday, you'll see me drinking from that, or you will see. I can't wait for the other stuff here. Let's see. Army veteran drafted bourbon from a New Riff distillery, from what Carl was telling me. So, thanks, man. Appreciate that. With my skill set, I could be the new CPOF warrior. CPOF, man, that's not a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. Man, CPOF. Combat Post of the Future. That's what CPOF stands for. Well, I mean, I was an ops sergeant major, so I guess does that fit? Does that fit? Whatever. Yeah. So, anyways, talking about volunteers to pose on the casting coach to replace that. No, Tyler. I will be giving a digital or virtual tour of said studio once it's finally set up. How about that? Let's see. I'm messing with my lighting here. That's what I had before. I had it. Look how low I had it. I had it low at this end right here. That's how low I had it. And then as the light was going away, I had to light it up. So unless I went bam, then whoosh, there you go. You can see me then. It's automatic, center weighted. We'll just leave that for right now just to see how that looks. Let's see if I do this. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Now I'm really broadcasting in the dark. Hail to the king, baby. So, of excellence. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Again, I'm playing for the sound. A new station setup, new station look. So, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of digging it. So, we'll see how this is up. So, I got again. Anyways, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So would y'all miss me? What'd you guys do? What are you all up to? What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Anything bad or something like that? Anything good? I do it by my Bush voice. You like my light, Musa? There's some terrorists. Where's this World Defend sign behind me? Man, what are you talking about? You want to put the big Army logo behind me? I ain't gonna put that. You see my Lambda class Imperial shuttle, my WTF Nation Radio. You got my Stormtrooper thing. You got my little ghosty in the bottom rack right there, and then you got my ghost painting, and then you have my Night Side Battalion lithograph, and then you have Murder Cult on the other side. So they went from cinnamon on stage to the club is closed. Get out. Exactly. I'm glad to be back too, guys. do the All right, welcome to WTF Radio's Gentlemen's Club, and taking the stage right now is Cinnamon. Let's say hi to Cinnamon, hailing from Raleigh, North Carolina. Here we go. Oh man, I was thinking about it. I Love Me Wall as well, but the thing is that the studio is, believe it or not, that background behind me actually sits about 9 to 10 feet behind me. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger in there. So, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. So at any rate, yeah, I'm saying I don't know if I should put my Murder Cult flag over the door or put it over, next to any one of these things. But I do have I Love Me stuff that I wouldn't mind throwing up there. And that way you could see it up displayed behind me to keep the motif. And then I need a green screen. Exactly that. I'm thinking about doing that too, man. Because I was thinking about taking a picture of what was behind me and then bringing it closer so that way you could see it. So that way it didn't look like I'm broadcasting you from such a massive space. Like a Twinkie in an elevator shaft, a hot dog down a hallway, like a like a Cessna 152 in a blimp hangar. Exactly. Everything reminds me of her. If you send a picture, will you get it? If you send it to WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, I sure will. You're gonna send it? Waiting for you. I wasn't gonna go on the exes, man, but yeah, pretty much. I think exes, girlfriends, wives, and stuff like that, getting a specific class of themselves. Let's see. Let's see. Where's it at? Did you send it? I don't see it. Musa, did you send it yet? I'm looking. Did you send it? If you send me a pic, then cool. But it better be like it can't be distasteful. It can't be distasteful. Something like that. Oh, okay. You haven't even sent it yet. All right, there you go. Is it a warrant opposing all sexy? I don't know. We're about ready to see what it is. I know lately we've been getting a lot of, because our social media kid has been killing it. Have you guys been seeing some of the tweets? Have you guys been seeing some of the let's see. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the lighting in here, so I'll have to mess with this, because where I broadcasted before, right, the way the lighting was is a much different lighting. Natural lighting is now allowed to open up. Yeah, nope, still not seen it. You only use Facebook? Oh, okay. Well, in case you don't use Facebook, I'm gonna go ahead and plug now. WTF Nation Radio broadcasts on 2 Facebook pages: U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We also broadcast on another channel called Kick, which is the newest hotness in streaming. We are also on YouTube at WTF Nation Radio, and we're at Twitter at WTF Nation Radio. Oh, someone's been lurking. Oh, is that Spanky? I see my Spanky. Oh, my Spanky. How you been, man? Spanky has hit the stage. Welcome, Spanky. Oh, my girl.
Such love, such joy, such ecstasy. So much pleasure in my mouth.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with some stingers and stuff like that. It's been a minute since I've been back here, so I'm just looking at my backdrop. Yes, Tucker flavored bezos for my ice cube. West Coast Warlord. There you go, Mama. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'm trying to I'm playing with my lights because right now it's specific how the light is automatically doing this stuff like that. So I'm doing that so that way to see how it looks for you guys, so I can give you guys a pleasurable broadcast so you guys can see how I'm doing and stuff like that. So it's not too bright, and then get one light a little bit more. I think that'll do it. Like, there you go. Look at that. Hell yeah. Hell to the king, baby. All right, let me look. Did you send it? All right, I'm in WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page. Or did you send it to U.S. Army WTF Moments? Which account did you paste? You gonna get more and start calling me daddy? Nothing wrong with that. I've been called. There we go. Oh, snap. There we go. Yeah, I do see that, Musa. Well, that is pretty fucking high speed, man. That is pretty freaking cool. Thanks, Musa. Look at that. Let's fucking we got arts and crafts and stuff like that. Musa's provided. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Musa. Oh, U.S. Army W2. I got it, man. I got it. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at Musa flexing like that. Why are you coin flexing, man? Man, I should have got my former troops, the CSM. I should have got CSM Guinness's coin that she presented. I should have just. Are we like coining each other now? You know, that's a good. Ooh, that's a good idea. That is actually a really good idea. Someone said "I love me" wall or something like that behind me, underneath the murder cult flag, right next to my sombrero. Right, you see my sombrero right there, right? My little my sombrero. Yeah, I should put my coins right there behind that, underneath the murder cult flag. How about that? That'd be pretty cool. Bling bling. That's right, David, man. Throwing some bling up on there. So, at any rate, what was the thing I was going to talk about? Okay. What are we doing housekeeping already? Shit, I know, man. Damn. For first sergeant, you got first sergeant coins, yeah? What the hell's a first sergeant coin giving you a first sergeant doing you giving a coin? Hang on. See, let me check the calendar out, because it's been a minute since I've been back. So, and I'm back now. So tomorrow is Friday Night Freedom. Holy shit snaps! Wait a minute, Friday Night Freedom with Carl Whalen. Shit, no wonder Carl Whalen's hanging out. Well, he hangs out with us anyways a lot. He hangs out a lot with the WTF Nation team. Well, I'll be damned. So tomorrow, with Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie, we have Army veteran Carl Whalen to come back to talk about the Back to Heroes Rumble. If you've not checked out that event, if you've not checked out their golf event, if you've not checked out any other events that Carl Whalen is involved with, you should check them out. Check them out. I think once everything sits settled and I get everything set up here and I get my studio good to go, I think I'll head out and shoot the shit with Carl. Carl, go hang out with you, Carl. Friday Night Freedom. Of course, we also have we got the Monday edition coming up next week. We have God, I keep forgetting. Let me throw up the let me throw up the graphics. Oh, you're gonna have a car there. Okay, so today you're listening to Sergeant's Time right now. That's with myself, moi, Ice. This is all talking about Army, military events, military news, military discussion, leader professional development, and general military shitposting. And then, of course, Friday Night Freedom is to mañana with Kaz and the Pooks. And then Saturday's a day off, but we are just in discussion right now with the Saturday show. A Saturday show, man. The WTF Nation's growing. Will be like 7 shows a week. So that's in the plan right now. It's a plan. The format's going to be a little bit different than what we normally talk about. And then, of course, we have Sunday, the the Sports Bar with the Coach and King Smith. I don't know, since I've been gone for the last few weeks, I know that everyone's been kind of shamming, so I don't know what show's been going on or what not been going on. I know the Monday edition is going to be Monday with myself, and then it's going to be Pop Culture Warrior with Michael Carrasquillo and his random band of hosts, guest hosts. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got a guest host too. I got Massey with me on the Monday edition. He's interning for a second right now. And then we got the rotation of guest hosts. Mad Mike, Angry Elf, and Massey also participates in the Pop Culture Awareness with Michael Carrasquillo, and also known as the CQ or Pop Culture. And then you have Wednesday with the with the squad leaders, the Team Sorrents and the Smoke Pit. Team Sorrents. You want Doc Madness to come back? Man, I haven't spoke to Doc Madness in a couple months. Might have to reach out to him, see how he's doing. But anyways, yeah, there you go. And there's the lineup right there. So that's pretty fucking cool. I kind of like that. That is legit. That's the shiznit. Last but not least. Do we definitely listen? Well, there you go. Appreciate you listening. I don't think we got any guests at the time. I don't think we'll have a guest for a while. We have Carl Whalen on Friday. We have Kevin Lyle. And then we have Danny Katona coming up on Wednesday on the 2nd. And then we have an event that we're going to be hanging out with. Roosters Rally on the River, which is probably what Danny Katona is going to be talking about. And then we're going to have Little Man. You know Little Man? The little man comedian, Little Man? He's going to be on. And then we're going to have, who else we're going to have? Man, we got so many guests right now. I'm some of them are not locked in. Some of them are locked in. So I don't want to jump the gun here, and I don't want the freaking front desk or whatever host is hosting that show going, that's not what's happening. So I don't want to I just got back, man. I just got my sea legs back. It's a Navy term. I just got my sea leg back. I got my button pushing going. So anyways, last but not least, I posted our favorite idiot fucking decided to try to troll me again. I just want you to know that, hey, Elon, you're fucked up. If you're not allowing individuals to not post stuff that's redacted, that obviously somebody got butthurt about and said that they were posting personal information when it was redacted and gathered through a FOIA. So I got my Twitter. I'm in Twitmo. I got twittered. My personal Twitter account got locked out. So I'm just gonna say, when I'm unlocked, the magic's gonna start again. Love you, baby. Do you know what the rules are with Commander and Sergeant Major coins? If you have a dining out or dining in, you must have your own coins on you. You must have those things, and if you don't have it in rank, then you have to buy you a drink. Yeah, I think what it is that if you have a coin and someone tries to coin you, if you don't have a coin, you owe round. If you do have a coin and they try to play a game of gotcha and you do have a coin, then they buy you one. That's it. And then you could go in the detailed drinking games of, well, what if it's a 2-star? What if it's a 3-star? What if it's a sergeant major? Or what if it's a blah 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 blah? You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. The way I see it, if someone coins me and we pass coins out, then there you go. Again, getting that coin from the CSM of 8th PSYOP group, who was one of my former soldiers, to me, that hit me right there because she was one of my NCOs in the company, and I'm just so proud of her. So. Yeah, Jason Dunlap, remember him? He was fucking calling me a fucking boogaloo bigot and all this shit. Seems to be taking claims and stuff like that when some people get their accounts taken away. So I posted something like that. He reported it, cried about it, and then that was it. So, how much longer do I have in Twitmo, by the way? Let me check. Let me see. We have Doc Madness coming on. I don't know. We're gonna have Doc Madness. So, yeah. But anyways, so that account posted that stuff, and if that's what Twitter's terms of service memed, then there you go. And that's what happens. What if the Commandant of the Marines versus the SMA? I'm going to tell you something right now. There is no Commandant of the Marines right now because we have currently a senator from Alabama who's fucking butthurt that Space Force and Space Command is not going to Alabama. They call him Coach Senator Tuberville, old Tubes. Old Tuberville is holding up nominations for our GOs and some of our leaders to get promoted to be in their specific positions. I'm going to tell you what, that's pretty fucked up. As a matter of fact, I hope nothing goes to Alabama. As a matter of fact, let's move Fort Novacell out of Alabama. Let's move anything that has to do, because I'm going to tell you what, politicians who like to talk about taking care of troops or whatever, and then they pull some shit like this, it's not the military's fault that the DOD is involved in something like this. It's not the military's fault that you have senior leaders being held up for promotion of specific policies. We're going to get into some heated policies anyways, policy shift. There's just too much to talk about within this, the 2-hour time. But there's some policy situations that really, really piss me the fuck off. Thank you, Heather, right there. Yeah, I know, thanks. Everyone got me. No, but Tuberville, that's a little bit different. I mean, Tuberville is holding up promotions. That's it. Because he's upset and he's pissed off and butthurt that fucking Space Force or Space Command, one of the space things, is not going to Alabama, and he was vying for it. He wanted it so bad. So now he's using the guise of medical TDYs or medical trips for preventive maintenance. Yeah, and PCSs too. So currently, right now, the Marine Commandant's vacant. For like the first time in whatever fucking how many years, 100 some odd years, the Marine Corps has been without a commandant. You know, if he was focusing more on fucking housing from the get-go as opposed to now, and he's worried about whatever because everyone thinks the military's woke, and I hate when people say that fucking military. I don't like that term. Do I think the military knee-jerks on a lot of shit? Yes. But do I think the military is specifically woke? Not necessarily. Whatever that fucking mean. Again, AR 600-20 has been the quote-unquote woke policy in the U.S. Army for quite some time. So to say that it's woke, look, let's see. Don't discriminate race, color, fucking creed, religious denomination, whatever. You don't fucking sit there and say that it's woke. It's actually, it's a policy out there for you not to be discriminatory and not be a fucking asshole. I always get on that kick right there. The Army's woke, military's woke. Well, there is something that there's a policy that kind of pisses me off that I'll rant about it later. I have to figure out how I have to word this because individuals will take what you fucking say and will parse it their own ways and edit it their own way to make it sound like you're being completely not what you want to say. That's the way the media works right now. So I'm trying to think about how I want to approach this topic that I want to talk about probably next week or probably on Monday. I got to do some more research anyways. So anyways, Tubes seems to think that the military is just like throwing money out to get women to get fucking abortions or whatever. I've not seen the military ever pay for an abortion. Now, I have seen medical procedures for soldiers that have had stillborn or have miscarried. Exactly that, Pip. It's, the military was a fucking, I hate, it's a big social experiment. Motherfucker, what the fuck do you think the military is? It's already a social experiment. You could be all you could be. Now, I joined the Army at the be all you could be, the old one, not the new one. The old one. Where you could do whatever you want. You could come from the most humblest beginnings, you can have no education. You can have no education whatsoever. And the military can actually, from anywhere, from where you can start, will help you get to that point, unless you're getting out. The military really sucks at letting soldiers get out. We're going to cover that because there's some soldiers right now that we got in the inbox. Their commands are fucking them over. And to finally remember how we talked about that one soldier who was supposed to be retiring in October, and then they wanted to send him to NTC in last month. Well, that didn't happen, by the way. So I just want to let everybody know that that did not happen. So that's the follow up to that story. I don't know if I talked about it or not, but that soldier did not rotate to NTC, and he ended up is now processing for retiring. But I'm flabbergasted and I'm blown away when people say that the military is not supposed to be a social experiment when I see blacks, Latinos, Asians serving in the military when before is really pretty predominantly, I'll say it, predominantly fucking white. We had a segregated military. Tuberville does not want to pay the military to pay for airfare for abortions. Well, some of that stuff, some of that is medical care for specific situations that, see, that's the thing. He's using that blanket clause. Again, it's not that, and it's a medical TDY for a specific procedure anyways. And again, I'm not physically equipped, but I do think that when a woman serving tells me as a leader that there's something wrong, I look at the appointment slip, I look at the profile, and I say, roger that. I got to go on an appointment for a sergeant. I got to go on an appointment, sergeant major. I got to go, hey, sergeant, hey, sir, hey, captain, major, whatever. I have to go to this appointment. We're starting to fucking interfere with the way, because we're having it right now. There's a situation right now where a soldier, and I'm awaiting to discuss to this individual so I can get more details of it. But there's a leader out there who has a soldier and is demanding that the soldier provide detailed information on why they're going on their appointments. Leaders, if you have a soldier that's going on an appointment and they give you a sick call slip, they give you an appointment slip to a specific department, or they give you a profile, you're supposed to look at that and go, roger that, 3 bags full. That's within your limits to your profile. It's not your job to call the fucking doctor and ask that doctor, hey, why is so-and-so on profile? Or why is so-and-so doing that? Specific cases where I understand leaders want to get involved, because I know there's soldiers out there that want to deploy. I know there's soldiers that are out there that want to, serve, and they want to get back to their leadership positions, or they want to get back to the line. I totally understand. I would totally understand a soldier wanting a leader to work with the medical facility to get that done. Thanks for fucking getting that rant me going. I'm pissed now. Fuck Tuberville. Fucking say it. I don't follow under Article 88, use of contemptuous words against elected officials, because I'm a former enlisted guy. Honor the profile and don't break HIPAA laws. Exactly that. Yeah, no shit, Carl. There's a soldier right now. There's a soldier we're talking to right now. There's a soldier right now that is going through some shit right now. We're finding out what more details. And once that is that, I'll probably have that soldier come on, or I'll be able to discuss a little bit more of what's happening, because I think it's pretty fucked up. You got a profile? Show me your profile. You got an appointment slip? It's got an appointment slip. It's nobody's fucking business. As a matter of fact, troops, if you're out there and you have a leader that's asking for information like that, that's detailed, that's HIPAA, that you don't want to fucking know, male or female, because there's just some things even guys don't want to talk about. And there's other individuals that are just plain fucking nosy that want to know your shit. Don't tell them. Talk to the IG. Talk to the patient advocate and say, my leader's trying to fucking interfere with my shit. He's trying to get involved in my appointments. Or she's trying to get involved. It happens both ways. I've seen both. Both instances where male and female leaders want to fucking be nosy and find out why the fuck is this individual going over the goal. I know I talked a little bit over my time, but what was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about the shows. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Friday Night Freedom. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday to the Sports Bar. Don't forget Monday Edition on Monday. Tuesday, Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesday, The Smoke Pit. And, of course, right now with Sergeant's Time with moi. Spanky's coming back. Like, real soon. She's got a window, she's telling me, but I don't want to, break it and say, she's coming back on this day. Because then if she doesn't come back, then, I don't want to get you guys all hyped up and all that. So, yeah, she's coming back. She's coming back, so... Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you share, like, and follow. Make sure you check out Kick. Make sure you check out one of our streaming channels, Kick, that we're on. Let me go see what that page looks like right now. Yeah, looks like everybody's good. I see the streams. So with that, share, like, and follow. Make sure you follow WTF Nation Radio and, of course, U.S. Army WTF Moments, and feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls, or give them to me. Some people don't have the mental energy to deal with trolls. Oh man, I'm a retired psyoper, man. I love that shit. I can do this all day. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out, and appreciate the again, I'm going to shout out to 9th PSYOP Battalion, 8th PSYOP Group, the Dickinson family, and Gloria Grace for allowing me, and I'm honored once again to have been able to attend the event and be able to be there for the rededication ceremony for the Staff Sergeant Michael A. Dickinson, the 2nd mock-up facility, airborne training facility, in the area where First Special Forces Command is at, just off of War Lane. You want to see this all day, 24 hours? You know, there's one time, well, we did broadcast almost 24 hours during the elections. During the elections is when we broadcast, like we stayed on the election. It was like a 12-hour fucking show. So, yeah, stranger things have happened. So, at any rate, thanks y'all for hanging out, and shots. See you on the flip side. I got like a few more hours before my other account's unlocked, so. You have a good, take it easy.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation